Hello everybody, Bruce Elagord here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install a couple things: Python, Visual Studio Code, and Anaconda. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to python.org. You can see in the browser bar there, python.org. I'm going to click, actually I'm going to hover over downloads, and I'm on a PC here, so I'm going to click on Python 3.73. It says download for Windows. I'm going to click on that. It's then going to start the download of Python down here in the lower left hand corner, and I will click on it one time. I'm going to minimize Chrome here, and then I am going to install now. Okay. By the way, what I want you to do is click on Custom Installation. Custom Installation. Did you hear me? Custom Installation. And what we're going to do there, actually, let me just show you. So Custom Installation. Okay. And I'm going to leave all the options checked. I'm then going to go here. Now, this is where I want you to change this. So I'm going to change the path to C:\Python 37, just like that. C:\Python 37. Okay? So I'm just going to leave everything else alone for now, and I'm going to click on Install. I'm going to select Yes. And by the way, you can hit the pause button anytime or rewind. It's a video. So if I go too fast or I'm going too slow, some people like to make me talk at 2x speed. Some people like to slow me down. You have that control right here in YouTube. Okay, so it's just about done. It's just about done. It's thinking. Says it's still installing. There we go. Setup was successful. Close. Done. We're done setting up Python. So I'm going to bring Chrome back up, and now I'm going to click on the next tab here in my browser, and it says code.visualstudio.com. So right up here, it's highlighted in blue, code.visualstudio.com, and right here it says download for Windows right on the home page. If you're on a Macintosh, it's going to say download for OS 10 or something like that. Okay. And now I'm going to click on Download for Windows, and it's downloading down here in the lower left-hand corner of Google Chrome. And now it's done. I'm going to click on it once. I'm going to minimize Chrome. Don't need Chrome right now. And I'm going to click on Next. And now I am going to accept the license agreement. I am going to leave the path alone. I'm going to leave the name alone. And I am going to create a desktop icon. I am going to add these options here. And I'm going to add that option right there. All the options are checked. If you want to not have some of those options, that's up to you. Okay. So I'm going to click Next. I'm going to click on Next. I'm going to click on Install. And it's going to take a little while for it to install here. And it's installing. Just know that I had Visual Studio Code installed on this PC before, so stay tuned. So I'm going to click Finish, and here is Visual Studio Code. Just look at that. It's running. Look at that. So the thing that I want you to do now, okay, is to click on this icon in the left sidebar. It's the icon at the bottom here on the left-hand side. I'm moving my mouse around, okay. It's called Extensions, and there's a shortcut key if you're a keyboard junkie. So click on that, and then it brings up this sidebar here. And the first thing we're going to want to do is type in Python, okay? And it comes up here, and it says the first one here, Python. The version may change by the time you watch this video, but the first one that says linting, debugging, all this stuff right here. This is an extension that adds additional functionality to Visual Studio Code. So I had this installed earlier. So it says uninstall. So you probably see install. See, I just installed it, and now it's ready for me to install. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Done. Okay. The other thing I want you to do is go back up to the extensions up there in the upper left-hand corner and type run. Run. And there's this thing called, where are you? Code Runner. It's the second item listed for me. It says run C, C++, Java, PHP, Python. So I clicked on it. You should see this thing right here, .run. Again, I have it installed, so I uninstalled it. I'll click Install to reinstall it, and I am done. So you can close this window. Now I want you to click on the first icon right up here, right here in the upper left, and it says Open Folder. So click on Open Folder. We're just going to test to make sure everything runs. And I'm going to click on my desktop, and actually I'm going to click on New Folder. That's what I wanted to do. And I'll just click a folder here called Test. There's my folder Test. I'm going to go Select Folder in the dialog box, and now my folder is open. I'm in the sidebar, and I'm going to click on the new file icon right there. I'm going to type test.py. And now in the editor, right, that has a very small font, right, I see a flashing cursor. I don't know about you, but that's a little bit too small for me. So I'm going to head over to the File menu, go under Preferences, go under Settings, and somewhere right here it says font size 14. I'm going to go big and make that 42 because I like big fonts. Look at that. Isn't that a lot better? By the way, you want to get rid of the sidebar? Click on the icon or Control B. There you go. Okay. So let's just type in some Python. I'll define a little sample main function. I'll then type in a for loop. And actually, that's not the for loop I wanted. So stand by. So for. Why is it changing my for loop here? Code snippet. That's not the right for loop. I'll fix that later. All right, so let me go back. I'll just type it in manually. Okay, for I in range of 10. It's a counted loop. I'll just print out the value of I, and I will then go over here and type main. And I'm going to save that file. So I'll go to the File menu and hit Save File. Okay, and then I'm going to just simply right-click, and it says Run Code. I'll run that code. And I can see the output right down below here. That's one way to run it. The other way to run it is debug, start without debugging. And it's going to launch Python and then run the program right here. Okay, we'll talk more about this in class. And you also have the ability to debug, start debugging. All right, so that's all I have right now for Visual Studio Code to get you set up. Okay, if you need to go back and watch the video, this part of the video again, please do. So I'm going to nuke Visual Studio Code, and I'm going to go back to Google Chrome. The next thing I want you to install is Anaconda, and you go to this URL up here, www.anaconda.com, and you're going to click on Download. Okay, and then you're going to click on the Download button again, right there. Let's select Python 3.7 and click Download. So we clicked Download 3 times. How fascinating. Okay, there are two current versions of Python, major versions. There's the 2.7 code stream, and there's the Python 3.7 code stream. I'll talk more about that in class. So this is taking a little while. It's about, 30 seconds left. I hope you're finding this video informative. If you have any questions during installation, let me know. Hit me up on Slack, or hit me up on Slack and we can have a Zoom meeting if we need to, like a screen sharing. I do this a lot to help people out who, have questions or problems with installing things, solving problems, whatever. Okay, so we're almost done here. We are almost done. We are almost done, and come on, let's go faster. Go faster. All right, we're done. So I'm going to click to open up the package here. Actually, guess what? I downloaded the wrong version. That's not good. Why did I download the Mac version? That's kind of odd. Let me go to Windows. Sorry about that. And someone was probably saying when you were watching that I clicked on the wrong version. All right, why didn't you tell me? Okay, so I'm going to click on download and we'll do it again. Okay, my apologies. Okay, my apologies here. So it's just taking a little bit longer. Okay, you can fast forward if you want, when you see the video change a little bit. Yeah, yep. I do that a lot. Sometimes on Windows, I'll download Mac stuff, and Mac stuff I'll download Windows. Some sites are really good at giving you the right version. doing a little browser detection to see what browser you're using. Okay, it's almost done. Doop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. All right, come on, go faster equals 1. Go, 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 go. So this thing is what? It's 662 megs worth of programming goodness. Okay, so it's almost done. Look at that. Look at that. Ready, and we're done. So I'm going to click on it to launch it. I'm going to minimize the window. We're running. It says now this install is for 64-bit. Oh my gosh, I'm running 32-bit Windows. All right, so the file is now downloaded. I'm going to just run it from here. I was checking something while it was downloading. Let me just go here and click Next, click Next, click Next, click Next, click Next. And now the installation of Anaconda begins. It takes a couple minutes for it to install. And yeah, so let's let it install. I'll speed up the editing in the video so you just see it when it's all done. And now the installation of Anaconda is complete. That took a while now, didn't it? I'm going to click on Next, and then I'm going to click on Next, and then I'm going to unclick the Learn More About Anaconda Cloud and learn to get started with Anaconda. You can do that, if you want. Okay. So I'm going to click Finish. So now Anaconda is installed. So I can go to my Start menu here, right, and I can go under Anaconda Navigator, and that's going to launch my squeaky chair. And now that's going to launch Anaconda. You'll see here it's a big program. I usually run it on a Macintosh, and it's a little bit different, a little bit faster. But there you go. There's the interface. So if you have it this far, you're good. And just want you to notice here that actually Anaconda offers you the ability to install VS Code. Got it? All right. So that's all I got for now. If you have any questions, hit me up on Slack. Take care.